Hey, like Muhammad Ali says, the will got to be stronger than the skills. Today wasn't about skills. Today was about will strength. I knew the type of fighter I was fighting. This guy's a triathlon athlete, for crying out loud. And if I was tired, I knew he was more tired because I worked very hard for this. He's never been 12 rounds before. So we knew we had to break him down. Body shots were hurting him. But this is what it's all about. Fighting the best. This is the fight game. You know, this is what we signed for.
The boxing world is in complete shock right now, after Teofimo Lopez dropped a retirement bombshell that nobody saw coming, following his devastating loss to Shakur Stevenson at Madison Square Garden. What was expected to be the biggest night of Teofimo's career instead became one of the most emotional and heartbreaking moments in recent boxing history, as he announced he is walking away from the sport immediately, just hours after losing to Shakur in front of a packed MSG crowd. Teofimo sat down for a post-fight interview that will be remembered as one of the most shocking moments of 2026. With visible emotion in his eyes and defeat in his voice, Lopez said something that sent shockwaves through the entire combat sports world.
You can't tell me I'm not great. You cannot tell me I'm not the double greatest since Muhammad Ali. This is what I do. This is what I do best. Now, just to steer it up, I might retire after this. Retirement, man. I'm kind of tired.
To interview, Teofimo stated with raw pain, "I'm done. I gave everything I had tonight, and it wasn't enough. I can't keep doing this to myself and my family. This is my last fight." The statement came completely out of nowhere, with no one in the arena or watching at home expecting such a dramatic announcement from the former lightweight champion. Social media instantly exploded after those words left Teofimo's mouth, with fans reacting in shock, sadness, and disbelief that this could truly be the end. But before breaking down the retirement announcement and what it means, it's important to understand what actually happened inside the ring that broke Teofimo Lopez so completely. The fight itself was a masterclass performance by Shakur Stevenson, who proved exactly why he's considered one of the most skilled boxers on the planet today.
It's millions if you could make hundreds.
Of millions?
Yeah.
You believe you can make hundreds of millions outside of boxing?
I believe so, yes, I do.
Well, I understand where you would get your confidence.
From the opening bell, Shakur controlled the pace, distance, and entire narrative of the fight with elite boxing skills and defensive brilliance that frustrated Teofimo round after round. Teofimo started aggressively in the first 3 rounds, attempting to pressure Shakur and land the big shots his team had promised during fight week. But Shakur made him miss repeatedly, countering with clean, sharp punches that snapped Teofimo's head back and clearly impressed the judges by round 4. Teofimo's frustration was visible in his body language, as nothing he tried was working against Shakur's ring IQ and defensive mastery.
Oh, I'm very happy. The name of the game in boxing is hit and don't get hit. I'm a master of it. I didn't get hit, and I hit the guy more than he hit me. So it was a great performance for me. I'm happy with it.
Side sources said you could hear Teofimo's corner begging him to stay patient and stop forcing the action. Round 6 was especially brutal, as Shakur landed a beautiful 3-punch combination that badly hurt Lopez and had him clinging to the ropes. Madison Square Garden erupted as Shakur showed a killer instinct that critics once claimed he lacked. Unloading on a wounded Teofimo, Lopez somehow survived the round, but the damage was clear. His face was marked up, and his eyes showed desperation as he searched for answers that simply weren't there. Rounds 7 through 9 were pure domination from Shakur Stevenson, who looked supremely confident while making Teofimo appear ordinary.
Well, Shakur, congratulations. Biggest fight of your career. You come up with looked like the finest performance of your career. Was that the performance you were looking for?
Nah, I came in here to prove a point. It wasn't the performance I was looking for because I came in here trying to prove a point.
Every time Lopez tried to build momentum, Shakur shut it down with perfect timing, elite footwork, and precise counterpunching that not only scored points but shattered Teofimo's confidence. One ringside observer described it as watching a chess grandmaster facing someone who had just learned the rules, with Shakur always several steps ahead mentally. In round 10, Teofimo made one final desperate push, throwing everything he had left in search of a miracle knockout. He landed a few solid shots that briefly excited the crowd, but Shakur absorbed them calmly and fired back with sharp combinations. The final 2 rounds were painful to watch for Teofimo fans, as their fighter looked completely broken both physically and mentally, while Shakur cruised to victory.
My opponent was a hell of an opponent. He came in here, he pushed me to another level. He made me make adjustments in there, he made me think a little bit. And I had to show y'all that I'm a dog too. Y'all keep saying that I'm a runner, I'm pillow fisted, so I kind of stood there in the pocket.
When the final bell rang, Everyone inside Madison Square Garden already knew the result, and Teofimo knew it too, judging by the devastation on his face. The scorecards read 118 to 110, 117 to 111, and 119 to 109, all in favor of Shakur Stevenson. It was a one-sided beating disguised as a competitive fight. While Shakur celebrated with his team, Teofimo stood silently in his corner, crushed by the reality that his absolute best was not enough on boxing's biggest stage.
Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, it was a great performance, man. He came in with a game plan. He didn't let up.
Ring. Post-fight interview was short and uncomfortable, with Teofimo giving brief answers and clearly wanting to escape the spotlight. But it was the backstage interview that truly revealed how deeply this loss affected him. Sitting in the interview room with his face still marked from the fight, Teofimo opened up in a way fans had never seen before. He began by addressing the fight, saying, "Shakur was the better man tonight. He executed his game plan perfectly, and I couldn't figure him out. Give him credit." The humility stunned many fans, as Teofimo has long been known for his confidence and reluctance to praise opponents. Even in defeat,
Teofimo Lopez said, "Listen, everyone knows I won this fight." 90% of the people here were cheering for Lopez coming in. They all booed him after he said that.
Teofimo's tone shifted as he spoke about what the loss meant for his life beyond boxing. His voice cracked as he said, "I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I've sacrificed everything for boxing: my childhood, my relationships, my body, everything." The emotion was unmistakable as he reflected on years of sacrifice, brutal training camps, and physical punishment. He continued, "I really believed I had what it takes to be the best. I believed I could beat anyone at my best. But tonight showed me the truth." That level of honesty was heartbreaking, especially for fans who have followed Teofimo's journey from the very beginning.
I don't think he was badly hurt with the first knockout. I think what he was more hurt by was realizing this little motherfucker's coming out there and winning round after round, outlanding him. He knew by the middle of that fight he had to turn something around. And by the way, he gave it a little bit more early in the second half of the fight.
You were asked whether this was just emotion speaking or if Teofimo was serious about retiring at only 27 years old. Teofimo looked straight into the camera and delivered words that may define this moment in boxing history. "I'm retiring. This was my last fight. I have nothing left to prove and nothing left to give. I need to think about my family and my health now." The room fell silent as everyone processed what they had just heard. The interviewer appeared stunned, struggling to respond, while social media erupted worldwide within seconds.
If Teo is Gordo and not just coming in trying to hammer damage, and blah, 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 if he's Gordo, you got something going. There's going to be a lot of IQ up in there. Yo, I mean, which one of the two beat Loma? Which one of the two beat Josh?
Immediately flooded social media with mixed reactions. One wrote, "There's no way Teofimo is serious. He's emotional. Give him time and he'll be back." Another supporter posted, "This is heartbreaking. Teofimo gave us unforgettable moments. If this is the end, thank you for everything, champ." The debate quickly intensified over whether this retirement is real or simply a reaction to a devastating loss. Boxing analysts also weighed in, with ESPN's Timothy Bradley posting, "Teofimo is one of the most talented fighters of this generation. I hope he takes time before making this decision final."
Teofimo Lopez, from a degree, he does have a high boxing IQ as well. He does. I mean, he was able to deal with Lomachenko. He was able to deal with Taylor and other guys. You know, he does possess a high boxing IQ. He has that explosiveness or that elite athleticism.
One interview of famed trainer Freddie Roach added, "Losing a big fight hurts, but retiring at 27 is crazy. He still has 5 to 10 elite years left." However, some people close to Teofimo's camp were not entirely surprised. One insider revealed, Teofimo told people close to him that if he lost to Shakur, he might be done. He put everything into this camp. That revelation adds weight to the idea that this retirement may not be just emotional. Teofimo also spoke about the physical toll boxing has taken on his body after years of amateur and professional wars, making his decision feel even more real.
But I'm leaning towards Teofimo. Okay. Just because I like him. I like him more. He's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
He was the world champion.
There is no comparison to Shakur's style and my son's style.
Yeah.
My son is more entertaining. You know what I'm saying? He has more, how you call it? He has more,
I don't know. There's that it factor.
What you call it when you have a lot of,